That just tickles me. I'm so excited. So guess where we're going?
To a farm?
So it's our first harvest host. Guess what kind of farm it is?
I don't know.
You don't know? Jackson, are you listening?
Yeah.
Guess where we're going? It's a goat farm.
Mm-hmm.
They have baby goats.
Yay!
Yay! And chickens.
Yay!
Girls like, yay!
Yay!
They have goats.
They have baby goats.
So it's our first harvest host.
It's our first
stay.
harvest host stop. So this is Golden Acres Ranch, and it's in Monticello, Florida. And it says, stay on a working goat ranch, get a farm tour, feed the animals, hold baby goats and puppies when we have them, and buy local foods and unique locally made gifts at the country store. Pastoral views, mayhaw jelly. Oh, I love mayhaw jelly. So it's free. It's just, they just offer you a place a spot to park. And then as a courtesy, you either buy something at their farm, or so we can buy eggs. It says on their app that they have eggs and like goat milk and orange juice. I guess they do oranges. So,
wow.
And eggs. So we can stock up on eggs.
Yeah. All right. So I'm supposed to follow the golf cart. Come around. It's a nice farm. This is our kind of gig right here. I just got to maneuver around some trees.
Bye-bye, Sunset!
One of those. Can't see.
They live in Central Texas, and it's not for most of you.
Hi.
It's arid, right? And I kind of so we're trying to kind of figure out. What a neat stop.
Yeah. I'm glad you thought of this.
Yeah.
Or
If you're
found
ever
it.
in the panhandle of Florida, east of Tallahassee, you have to stop here.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, check out the guineas.
They'll all be up in the trees, and they all like go up at one time. Like,
Oh, wow.
what do you think of the guineas, Braden? Aren't they funny? No, we're gonna walk right over there with the He's being yeah.
Whoa!
You're knocking
baby.
Oh, wait. You're knocking things.
Boy, you like that, I'll tell you. You want to bring him in and put him behind the gate for me?
Hi. Hi.
He goes behind the gate when you got a good grip.
Why?
Ah, princess.
She's like, me, please. Come on. She was so sweet. She took us all around the farm and let us watch her do all her evening chores with the goats and everything else that's here. And it's a really neat experience.
Yeah. She ate all of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Can I put it in here?
Oh, here, sit down. They'll eat it out of your hand. Come here. There you go. And she said they can't bite because they don't have any top teeth. Isn't that funny? She said that they make really good pets because of the breed that they are. So I think when we do settle down one day, we might have to come back here and find us a goat. Here, look, show 'em.
What a cool place. Cool place for the kids. Awesome place.
Thank you so much. You're quite welcome.
So Harvest Host, we haven't even stayed the night yet, but wow, that was awesome. What an awesome place. She just took us around the farm. She fed goats. They have puppies here, ducks, guineas, a sandbox, a huge sandbox for the kids. I'll try to get that on film so you can see it. So if I were to rate this Harvest Host, I got to give it an A+. This was cool. But again, this was our first experience with Harvest Host, but man, it's cool. Oh, and they also have this huge dog run I'll show you. They said we could just keep our dogs in this fenced in area. Let me show you this. So our dogs have just been here in this huge
Dog ball.
wonder if you can even see this.
It's that dog ball.
I see it. Look at all this area that they just let the dogs run. Huge. This was such a cool place. You know, they accommodated our dogs. They got this huge run for the dogs. Accommodated our kids. They got a huge sandbox. It does look like a storm's coming in, so it's not gonna be pleasant. They said, no, just run the generator if we need to run a generator. All in all, this is a cool experience. We got here kind of late, but they showed us around the farm. They're feeding goats with bottles and showed us their Great Pyrenees puppies. Awesome. Awesome place. I can't say enough about it. I can't believe this is our first time. This is the first time we've ever done it. So what a great experience. These guys also have a lot of homemade products. They've got a bunch of jams. They also have there's an orange juice. I'll have to show you what that is. A special orange juice. I forgot what it's called. Oh, so orange juice. We bought some orange juice. They also have eggs, free range eggs. We picked some of those up too. Let me show you where the actual RV is parked.
They have guineas, and she said that if you...
Yeah, they're flying in the trees right now.
She said that they all fly up at one time. Like, whoop, they're gone into the trees. And then they come, I guess they come down in the morning like at the same time. They're like a flock that they stick together.
Yay!
Only in the South, where all the good things come from. Mayhaw jelly.
So we had a great sleep at our Harvest Host location last night. This place is a great farm. We get up early, we have breakfast, and we start packing up to head out of here, and our slides are not working. So I'm hearing an awful click coming from my battery compartment where my hydraulics are, and I'm thinking there's like a power issue, but I think I have a bad actuator or a bad motor. So I know that because I tried to bring up my landing gear and that wouldn't come up either. And let me back up. The only reason why I know this is because I called my buddy Mike in Colorado. He's in Aurora, Colorado. He owns a mobile RV repair company, and he told me that I probably have a bad motor, and it has all the symptoms of a bad motor. So shout out to Mike in Aurora. His company is called Grand Mobile RV. I think it's Grand. I'll link it below. But if you're in the area, Aurora, Denver area, you need some help with your RV, he's the man. He's helped us out when we were in Colorado. He was excellent. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you how to manually bring in your slides and your landing gear if you have a bad motor, because this has been a challenge for us to figure out. I started turning on the motor, so I followed all the forms in the Keystone. We have a Keystone Raptor, if you didn't know, and we followed all the forms and all the videos they have, but it did not say you actually have to engage whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. So this motor controls the landing gear and the slides. So if you're trying to bring in the slides, you have to hold in the slide button and then start turning the motor. I didn't know that until Mike told me. So Stephanie held the button in for the slides. I started turning the motor that was burnt out, and the slides started coming in. That was great. We did the back landing gear. Now we're going to do the front. Let me show you if my camera will see. I'll show you what you actually have to do to manually bring in your slides and your landing gear if they're all hydraulic. All right. So my motor is actually in this compartment. We have a generator on this side. If you can see, that's the generator compartment. This is the battery compartment, and our motor is in here. So that's where we're going. So we're inside my battery compartment. This is where the hydraulic fluid is stored, and on top of that, hopefully you can see it, this is the hydraulic motor for all of your hydraulics, i.e. landing gear and slides. So in order to manually bring in anything, what you have to do is you have to get yourself a bit. A regular screwdriver bit or whatever goes into a drill. I don't know the accurate term for it, but what that does is goes inside the top of that. All right, now what you do is you put your drill, connect your drill to this and start turning. But before you start turning, somebody has to press a button and tell your computer to do whatever it is that you want to do. So in order for us to bring in the slides, Stephanie had to hold down the slide in button while I had the drill going on here. To bring up the landing gear, you have to go around to the panel and manually hit the button to manually bring up your landing gear while the drill is going. Here's another important key. It's clockwise to bring everything in, counterclockwise to take everything out. Thanks again, Mike, for that. All right, we can see now. So I've hooked up my drill. Let me show you how. All I did was put the drill on top of here. All right, got it set for clockwise. All right, babe. So hit the landing gear manually.
Front. I know.
The front. You got it?
Retract front. I'm ready.
All right, let me know when you hit it.
Down on you a little bit. Be careful.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. And that is how you bring in your landing gear and your slides manually when your motor is burnt out. If you have a better way of doing this, or if you know a better way, then leave it in the comments below. That's the only way that I know how to do it, and I didn't know that until about an hour ago. So I think we're ready to hit the road now. Now I've got to go close up the compartment under, because I opened up a compartment under our rig thinking that we had motorized or slides that come out with an actuator, but really they're hydraulic. So now I got to go close up the underbelly because I just took that off. So I took this off because apparently if you have a motorized or slides that use an actuator to go out and in, the motor is actually under here. I took all this off to see nothing but hydraulics. So but if yours is motorized, you would get to that motor to actually bring your slides in manually through this compartment right here under your underbelly, if you have an enclosed underbelly. This is something you'd also want to know, I'm guessing, if you're buying a new RV, you can actually check this out yourself to make sure that everything looks good under there. All right. Oh, okay. So we should be ready to go now. Let's hit the road.